Oh, hey guys, what's up? Got a great ITL for you today. I think you're gonna really get a kick out of this one. We've been getting a lot of questions about the mix process in terms of where to start, how do you do it, what's your process, Dave? So I'm gonna break down a mix for you, pretty detailed, so this might be a two-parter. Today I'm gonna break down My City, which is a song I just fell in love with when I first heard it. The group's FYI. Monster Blockers, my buddies Addis, Viper, and Lioness, and the rest of the gang, who's keep forgetting their names. They're on EMI, and this record will be coming out real soon. Okay, so I'm gonna play you their version, their rough, and then we'll compare it and see where we stand. And right now, what I'm listening for is I'm trying to figure out the essence of the song. What is it that I need to construct the song around? What part of what I'm hearing on the rough can I use as the foundation for this building? Okay, and then we've got
City, my town. You better party hard every time you come around. This is my city, my town. You better party hard, 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 hard. This is my city, my town. You better party hard every time you come around. This is my city, my town. You better party hard, 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 hard.
Okay, what caught my ear first was the hook. The vocal is very important. It's kind of the essence of what caught my ear. Now, if you notice, there's a part of the song where that particular vocal is by itself almost. It's just basically out there by itself. It's got a keyboard part attached with it. So the vocals are most important, but the keyboard is going to carry a ton of weight, so it's got to be spectacular. And then the 4-on-the-floor kick drum. One of the things that caught me was it's the essence of the groove, and I'm losing it. I'm losing, for some reason, I'm getting a 1 and 3 feel rather than a 1, 2, 3, 4, 4-on-the-floor feel. So those are the areas that we're going to build the entire mix on. The intro is probably one of the most important parts of the song. Today's listener has a very short attention span, including me. If something doesn't catch me within the first 4 bars, I'm on to something else. There's so much information. We're inundated by so much media. We just don't have time to listen to 3 choruses and decide if we like something or not. And this intro, while being really good and dramatic, I just don't see people in a club just hearing that intro and just rushing to the dance floor. It's like the intro on this type of song has to be signature. It has to, you hear the first couple of bars and instantly you know what it is. Instantly your senses go, oh, I like this song. I like this song. This is my song. It's my jam. So we've got to hip up the intro a little bit. We've got to get that groove going a little bit. So those are the things that I'm basically thinking right now when I've started this mix. I love the song. And so what I'm trying to do is just make sure the song comes through, trying to make sure I've got a foundation to build on, and then we'll put all the little components on that. So let's start out with that. On the intro, this is what I did. Okay, now remember, this is what they had. This is what we're doing. So now you can see the intro is just grabs you. We didn't create anything new. We just took pieces from the rest of the song. We put the hook in the beginning. We took one of Viper's, I think it was Viper's parts, and just created a signature intro with that. It doesn't really matter where you start or how you start. You can start with drums, you can start with vocals, you can start with all these various different components. We heard Manny say he likes to find the highest energy in the song and work from there and work out. We've heard different people say different things. I tend to like to work on the foundation of the song. I like to work like constructing a house. You know, I've got the house plans in my mind. I know what the house basically looks like. I don't have the interior walls, the colors of those picked out. I don't have any furniture picked out, any of that stuff, the flooring picked out, but I've got the bones, the structure, the house. One of the things that I do to kind of make my life easier is I break everything up into 4, sometimes 5, sometimes 6 sections. So these sections here, I've got vocals, aux. Now on your DAW, it might be something a little different, but for me, it helps me to be able to have it split up into vocals, drums, music. Sometimes I split music into guitars and everything, but guitars, if it's a rock song. And then I like my effects separate. Now, at any point in time, I can raise the music and lower the music just to see how I feel, just to see if it makes me feel like the drums are more powerful if I tuck the music in a little bit. That tends to happen to me on some urban stuff, some rap stuff. On the rock stuff, not so much. So you'll notice on the auxes, I've got some plugins. Now, I've got a little bit of red showing here, and you know how I feel about that now. I try not to do it. This is so slight. It's just a peak here and a peak there, and it gives me about another half a dB. We'll break some of these down, but I've got various plugins, and as we go through this, I'll show you how those work. So now we've got our intro. The next thing is we need a hook that's going to stand up. So let's play the hook we inherited.
My town, you better party hard.
Okay, it sounds pretty good. Great hook. Now let's see what we did to kind of bring that excitement out of it.
My town, you better party hard every time you come around.
Okay, add a little more mid-range. I took a little bit of the bottom out, gave it a little bit of a modern sound. We keep talking about how EQs have shifted a little bit where we like a little more mid-range. I'm using some effects that remind me of, say, some of the real cool effects on some of the Rihanna songs. I like the delays on some of those mixes. So we've got a little more delays. Now let's take a look at what I did real quick. I don't want to spend too much time on this, but you can see I've got a delay set up, just a basic delay, and really not much else. I've got a little bit of a chorusing thing going on individually. The EQ I'm using this compressor a lot on this song because I wanted to have the compressor to have a vibe, and this compressor gives me a really cool, I don't know how to describe it, guys. It's just, let's just listen.
This is my city, my town.
With it, without.
This is my city, my town.
Hear the excitement factor?
This is my city.
It just, I don't know what the hell it's doing, but it's pretty cool. I probably tried 4 or 5 things just to see how to bring out the elements I wanted. I wanted his emphasis to be expanded, kind of exaggerated a little bit. This is a great plug-in, but you can do it with other things too. So that's kind of the thinking there. Phew, that was part 1. We still got part 2 to go, so keep a lookout for that. Will's going to have it for you ASAP, and see you then.